Dive 828 on the no-take zone live Maerl bed. This is a dive in Arran, Scotland, which we did on a Clidive trip in August 2025 when we were up there for a week. This is part of the no-take zone that's been established around Arran, and the highlight of this dive site is this purple substance on the ground known as Maerl. Maerl is a fairly rare seabed habitat in the UK, and this site has live Maerl throughout it. There we have a harbour crab, as well as a velvet swimming crab, and a small spider crab there. I think that was either a Leach's or potentially a sponge crab. Some more of the Maerl. As you can see, it was fairly widespread along the seabed here. Another harbour crab there. And a tiny sponge crab there. And here you can see a slightly better view of it on its side there in the centre of frame. Here we managed to find a clingfish. I believe this is a small-headed clingfish, but it's slightly hard to identify the exact species. We've got a couple shots here in macro of it. There we have another small spider crab. Camera isn't exactly focused there, so I'll cut away in a second. Here we have a king scallop, very well camouflaged, but you can sort of see its small tentacles there. On some kelp, a harbour crab there. And another harbour crab, which we saw a very large amount of on this dive. Red cushion starfish on the other side of that rock there, and then the highlight was this small common octopus. Initially it stayed in its hole, but as we came back you can see it making its way out and along the seabed here, shooting in macro, so this was probably about 10 centimeters in total. Couple more shots back on the wide angle. And again, making its way along the seabed. We also found a lion's mane jellyfish here, which my buddy is lighting up with her torch. This is a stinging jellyfish, so trying to get a good shot while staying out of the way of all those tentacles. Here we have an edible crab, which seems to have burrowed itself mostly into the sand there. And then finishing off the dive, we have another harbour crab sticking its head out from underneath some soft kelp, and a spiny starfish.